Hi everyone, I'm Mahima and today I'm going to teach you what is IELTS writing, how the essay is written, how many paragraphs you have to frame, what helps you to get 7 and above that, and how to generate ideas. So everything about IELTS writing, whatever you need to know, how you are assessed, everything will be discussed. If you have never done IELTS writing, this video is going to help you out to know the basics as well as how to write the advanced structures in IELTS writing. So let's begin. So here the first step, which is that this is the kind of question you get in your IELTS writing. Here you have problem solution type. So let me tell you that in IELTS writing you have different types of question. It is problem solution, agree disagree, advantage disadvantage, cause effect, and discuss both. You can get any one of that. So today we have taken, so you will get a question like this, an essay question. So this is your statement. Some people feel unsafe either staying at home or going out. That means whether they are out or they are inside their home, they feel unsafe, they are not feeling safe. So question is asking what are the possible reasons behind this. So one para for reason, and then they are asking what can be done to address. Address here means it doesn't mean where you stay. Address here means to solve this is issue. Okay, so what can be done to address this issue? So this will be our body paragraph 2, and we will write introduction, which will introduce the statement, and then in conclusion we will give the overall what do we feel about this question. So that means in your IELTS writing, first of all, let me tell you the word limit is 250 to 280 words. I'll recommend you to stretch it to 290 and 300. It's fine, but don't go beyond 300. Then 4 to 5 paragraphs are allowed. So here in this question, you will write intro, you'll write BP1, then you'll write body paragraph 2, and then you will write conclusion. So total you have 4 paragraphs. Your intro should be of 35 to 50 words. Though not compulsory, but this much is enough. BP1 you can go to 80 to 100 words, slightly you can stretch, then same for this, and then conclusion can go for 35 to 50 words again. So somewhere you can adjust the word limit here. This is just a slight idea about how you should work it out. So now the main problem which arises with the student is that they do not get the views and ideas, and they worry a lot about ideas. But let me tell you, if in this answer, if you can talk about any one problem and any one solution, then also it is fine. Why you guys worry that you should have too many ideas and too many views? The problem exactly is with how to elaborate those ideas. Elaboration is a problem, and you think that problem is that you don't get ideas. So even if one problem, Vessel I'll recommend that you should talk about 2 problems and 2 solutions. But if you have one problem and you can elaborate it nicely in 80 to 100 words, and one problem is also enough. Okay, now the first step arises that you have to understand the question and you to underline the main word. So what is the main word? People feel unsafe at home, so you underline this or encircle this, and going out means at home also they feel unsafe, and going out also they feel unsafe. So it is very important to understand the question. Suppose you have talked about home but you have not talked about going out, you will not get good marks. It will be considered as half done. So you have to take care of this. Now if you have talked about reason but you forget to give the solution, or if you have talked about solution but you don't give the reasons, again it is half done. So question is the hero. So try to understand the question very carefully, because half job is done if you understand the question properly. So I would suggest that first step is to underline the main words, and the second step is to understand the question. Break the question into chunks, break it into small parts and understand that. Underline the main words the way I have done. Do research, complete research, dissection of this question, and then move ahead. So now introduction we will talk about, and then we will talk about vocabulary which will be used here. So it will be, these are the words which we are going to discuss in this. Right now I'm not discussing, afterwards we'll work. So introduction, actually what does introduction include? Introduction include introducing the question. Just imagine that examiner does not have the question in front of him, and through your introduction the examiner will come to know that how to write introduction, what is the question. So, let's read. This is the introduction. Safety concerns have become increasingly common among certain demographics of the society. That means people are safety concerned have become a real problem in many areas of the society. Now, this was the general line of the question. We have created a general line because the topic is on safety concern, but we have hit the right topic. That question is on safety concern. Now, we are restating the question. So intro mein basically what you have to do, you have to restate the question. Means you have to give what the question is saying, but you should not exactly copy the question words, you should write it in your own words. So see, after general lines, this is the first step, and second step is you have to restate the question, that people feel unsafe both at public places and at homes. Now this is your question. The fear of safety is mainly because of the increased crime rate and limited police patrolling. Now we have given the reasons what we are going to discuss. So 2 points we will take: more crime rate and less police patrolling, like police is less. So this is what we are going to discuss. And every problem solution introduction, you should end it with what you are going to do in this essay, your planning. So what is my planning, what I'm going to do in this essay? There are several solutions which should be implemented to deal with the safety concerns of people. So this is how we end the intro. You can end intro like this also. Instead of this, you can write there are several problems, there are several reasons behind this. So the reasons along with solutions will be discussed in the upcoming paragraph. So basically what you have to take care that intro should restate the question, and then it should give the planning of what you are going to discuss in this essay. Let's move to the body paragraphs. Now if we talk about body paragraphs, this is the format. Like first we will talk about what the para is about. So here we are going to talk about the reasons why crime rate is increasing. If I have given the reason increased crime rate, okay, why people feel unsafe, sorry. So the reason is increased crime rate. Okay, so I will explain now why crime rate is increasing, and due to this why people are feeling unsafe. Then I'll give an example to support this, and then I will end the para with a proper concluding line. Let's see how. Check out this. So this is your heading. Your para should always start with the first line should say that what the topic is about. So the main reason for feeling unsafe in public and at home is the increment in the crime rate. So synonym for increment is increase, or increase ka synonym you can use increment. So vocab plays a vital role if you want higher band score. Avoid common vocab and use good vocabulary. So this is the heading. Heading means after seeing the first line, it becomes clear to you what the para is about. So that is what you have to do. Okay, so they have said this is the heading and this is your first point, increase crime rate. So first of all, we give heading and then we talk about your second part is that you will start with your first point. So first we will give heading and then we will introduce our first point. Okay, and first point is increment of crime rate. Now we'll explain it. Presently, the criminals are using all sorts of tactics to rob people of their hard-earned money. Can you check the vocab? Tactic means all techniques. Rob, to steal. Hard-earned money. We have not said only their money, their hard-earned money, money which they have earned really by working hard. Now, I want to add on more to this, so I am using the connector moreover. Moreover, cybercrime has opened another channel. So we are talking about cybercrime also here. It is related to crime only. But as I'm introducing cybercrime, so I've used a connector moreover. So this is called proper connection of one point to the other. So this is called cohesion. You get marks for cohesion, proper connection using of moreover furthermore. So that is called cohesion, for which you have 25% marks in your IELTS writing. Cybercrime has opened another channel for criminals. So this is all about your first point, that is increased crime rate. Till here, the student has talked about only increased crime rate. So first we have given heading, what the para is about, then we have introduced first point, then we have explained it, and we have added cybercrime to explain that point more nicely. Now when I have to start with another point, I'll use another connector. Again, this is called cohesion. This end sentence is properly connecting with the other sentence. Another reason why people feel unsafe. So it is very clear to the examiner. Now we are going to start with the second point. So that's very important. Another reason why people feel unsafe is lack of adequate police force. So it is very clear to the examiner that my first point was increased crime rate and second is lack of adequate police force. and then I'm explaining it. Due to this, what is happening as a result? Again, cohesion. As a result, police cannot patrol public and residential areas effectively. People naturally feel safe and secure when adequate number of police personnel patrol their area. So again, can you see this? This is your second point, which is explained in 5 to 6 lines, and this was your first point, which was explained in 5 to 6 lines. So 2 points are enough. Just explain them in 5 lines. Yeah, without explanation, it's not going to work. So give explanations. Only 2 points are sufficient. They don't want to check your general knowledge. They want to check your English. So they'll see that if you pick up a point, how beautifully you use it, good vocabulary and explain it. You use proper connectors like moreover, another reason. So this is how you get a good band score and clarity and to the point answer. See how beautifully we have not talked anything unnecessarily. First point, increased crime rate, how it is making people feel unsafe. Second is lack of adequate police force and how people are feeling unsafe because of that. So this is how we explain that. That's it. Don't think a lot. Even if in this you explain one point and you explain properly, then also it's fine. So don't take too much tension about ideas. One point is enough. Now solution paragraph. So always again the same formula applies here. The heading from first line itself, we are able to make it out that what the para is about. Para is about effective measures to tackle safety concerns at home and public places. See how beautiful, if you are the examiner, don't you think it is very clear to you that what the para is about? Same what you have. This is what you have to do in your writing also. Don't let examiner take a lot of worries and tensions, So now see, one way to improve safety is to mitigate the crime rate. Again, this is clear that we have started with our first point now here. And this was our heading. Heading means what the para is about. One way to improve safety is to mitigate means is to reduce. Again, good vocabulary. Mitigate, reduce, bring down the crime rate by ensuring rehabilitation of first-time offenders. First-time offenders means criminal. Rehabilitation means bringing them on a right path. Okay, rather than just giving them punishment, some effort should be made to bring them on the right path so that they become a better member of the society and they do not commit crime again. So police should do something so that these criminals do not commit crimes when they come out from the jail. This method will ensure reintegration of culprits into the society. So they want to say that such measures should be adopted that criminals stop going on the path of crime and they come back and they live a better life. So of course this will help. Another method to improve safety is to recruit more police force. Of course we said there is lack of adequate police force, so more police force will be there. So round the clock patrolling, 24 hours there will be police patrolling. And then an example is also given. Recent study in America has shown that 83% of people feel naturally secure when they have some security arrangements around them. So this is the explanation. This time the explanation is in the form of example or a survey. So you can always include a survey study, even if it is hypothetical, it's fine. And then the result, this method can be certainly fruitful. Fruitful means beneficial. So you can see a lot of good vocabulary. Again, good use of connect. How beautifully one sentence is getting connected to the other sentence. It is very clear that this is the second point, which is starting second solution. Here it is very clear that we are talking about solution paragraph. Here it is clear that we are talking about the first way. Then the explanation of how this will help culprits, good vocabulary. Offenders means criminals, culprit means criminals. Ensure, to make it sure, rehabilitation, reintegration. So if you are looking for 7 band and above, this is what you need to work upon: your vocabulary, your sentence structure, how beautifully the things are explained. So this is what clarity matters the most. So again, what we want is proper heading, then first point, then explanation, then second point, then explanation. Or you can give result, or in any way you have to explain whether you give result of this or anything. So this is what is important. Again, 2 solutions only, with good vocabulary, proper ideas, proper format, heading, first point, explanation, second point, explanation, 5-6 line for one, 5-6 line for another. And this is what you do in all the types. So now if we talk about conclusion, then conclusion starts like, conclusion means what? Now finally, what is your opinion? Do remember, no new information in conclusion. You cannot add any new information in conclusion. You have to just repeat what you have said So reducing the crime rate, you'll start with to conclude, and increasing patrolling are prominent. Again, good vocabulary. Prominent means uh, important, good, nice methods to enhance the safety of people. Enhance means to increase. If the governments worked aggressively in both the areas, the whole society will feel much more secure. So again, we are repeating the solutions: crime rate, reduction of crime rate, and adequate police patrolling can enhance. Enhance means increase the safety. Good use of if. Let me tell you, if is used in every writing, and it is a very good sentence structure, conditional sentences. So if government worked aggressively in both areas, check here, we put comma, then does not come with if. There's a common error. Many students put then here instead of comma. This is wrong, absolutely wrong. Comma, the society will feel much more secure. So we are ending it properly, that agar if this thing is done, then society will feel more secure. So this is your IELTS writing task 2, where you have to take care of topmost priority is your ideas and its explanation. Okay. Second important thing is vocabulary. Then you have your connectors or cohesion, and of course grammar plays a pivotal role. Spelling errors avoid, and you should bring in variety of tenses in task 2 to get better band score. Of course, good use of structures, like here we have used ing, reducing the crime rate. So ideas, are the hero of this. If you don't have ideas, definitely you'll face problem. Then vocabulary, connectors, and grammar. All this together can help you to score great. Suppose your vocab is good, your sentence structure is good, but your ideas are not on track, you will not be able to get a good band score. So use top priority, and then combination of all the other 3 will help you to get 7 and above bands. So I hope this was helpful for you. Of course, it is a detailed video, but it is going to help you if you don't know anything about IELTS writing. So thank you, Mahima from Prep Life Global. I hope I was able to help you with the writing structure. This is what I have taught my students from last 15 years, and it is really helping them a lot. Thank you. Have a nice day. Views are very important. Do share, like, and subscribe.